I've been married to Lisa for about a decade now, living in a quiet suburb outside Seattle, but being a stepdad hasn't been the smooth ride I'd hoped for. Lisa came with 3 kids from her first marriage, Ethan, Mia, and Chloe. Their dad, a struggling addict, was barely around, and when he wasn't exactly a role model. I knew blending into their lives wouldn't be easy, but I thought patience and time would build a bond. I was wrong. Ethan and Mia warmed up to me early on. We'd grab burgers at the local diner, help with their homework, or catch Mariners games on TV. It wasn't perfect, but we clicked. Chloe, though. She was 13 when I met her, and from day one she made it clear I wasn't welcome. Every gesture, whether offering to drive her to soccer practice or giving her space, met with eye rolls or sharp comments like, "You're not my dad." I tried to be understanding. Her dad was her hero despite his flaws, but her constant rejection stung. I figured she'd soften with time, but things got worse when her dad passed away. We weren't living together yet, but I was around enough to see Chloe's world collapse. His death amplified her resentment toward me, like I was the reason for her loss. She didn't just dislike me, she despised me. Lisa got her into therapy, but it didn't help much. Chloe's insults grew harsher, always comparing me to her perfect dad. Once, at a family dinner in our cozy kitchen, I asked how her school day was. She snapped, "Why do you care? My real dad wouldn't fake it like you." The table went quiet. Lisa gave her a warning look, but Chloe just kept eating, unfazed. I felt like an idiot. I tried backing off, hoping distance would help, but it only made her act like I didn't exist, except when she needed to remind me I wasn't her dad. It wasn't just me. Ethan and Mia felt the tension too. They started crashing at my downtown apartment to escape Chloe's outbursts, which hurt Lisa to see. Things hit a breaking point when Chloe, then 16, told Lisa she'd run away if we got married. Lisa and I had been dating for years, ready to build a life together, but Chloe's threat stopped us cold. We delayed our plans, hoping she'd come around. She didn't. Eventually, Ethan and Mia, tired of Chloe's drama, started staying with me more. We'd hit the arcade or hike in the Cascades, and it felt like a real family. Lisa and I finally decided we couldn't keep putting our lives on hold. We set a wedding date, knowing Chloe would hate it. When Lisa told her, Chloe exploded, accusing us of betraying her dad and calling me a nobody. She even trashed Ethan's room, smashing his Xbox and tearing down a photo of us from a camping trip in Olympic National Park, because he and Mia supported us. Ethan was crushed, and that night, he and Mia asked to move in with me full-time. Lisa agreed, heartbroken but exhausted by Chloe's chaos. We had a small wedding at a waterfront venue in Puget Sound. Ethan and Mia helped plan it, excited for their mom. Chloe didn't show up, which hurt Lisa, but we tried to focus on the joy. Days later, Chloe texted me, "You ruined everything, hope you're happy." I didn't reply. She'd cut herself off from the family, and Ethan and Mia stopped trying to reach her after she called them traitors for accepting me. 6 months later, out of the blue, Chloe texted me, not to reconcile, but to ask if I'd pay for her wedding. I was floored. This was the same girl who'd spent years hating me, who ghosted us after the wedding, now expecting me to foot the bill because I'd helped with Ethan and Mia's weddings. I showed Lisa the text. She sighed, leaving the decision to me, but clearly uneasy. I called Chloe, wanting to hear her out. Her tone was cold, no pleasantries, just a demand. "My dad would have paid for everything. You paid for Ethan and Mia, so you owe me." I stayed calm and said, "Chloe, I paid for their weddings because we have a relationship. They wanted me in their lives. You've made it clear you don't." "I'm not paying." She lost it, screaming that I was unfair, selfish, a pathetic wannabe. I'd heard it all before, but I was done. Frustrated, I snapped, "If you want your wedding paid for, ask your dad." Silence. Then she hung up. I felt guilty for the low blow, but also relieved. I'd spent years trying to win her over, only to be her punching bag. Lisa understood, but worried about her fractured bond with Chloe. I didn't reach out again, and neither did she. Life with Lisa, Ethan, and Mia settled into a peaceful routine. No more walking on eggshells. But part of me wonders if Chloe will ever realize you can't treat people like dirt and expect favors. Maybe she will, maybe she won't. With Chloe, it's always something.